And I was like, holy shit, am I high? And then like I kind of was looking around, you know what I mean? I definitely was feeling some of the fucking effects of the weed. Like, bro, what's up, y'all? It's Questionable Reality, and today we are here at the LunchBox. We are giving you the first story time of many more. Today is story time number 1. First time smoking weed, first time getting faded, first time smoking ganja. You guys can be expecting a story time at least once a week. We're going to be dropping a new playlist called Story Time. You guys can find that on the YouTube page and all that good stuff. Let's get right into the story. The first time smoking weed. I just moved to a new school, just moved to a new area. We got to rewind all the way back to 2015, 2016. Just moved to a new school, just moved to a new area, all the way from Virginia to Southern Maryland. So, you know, I'm the new kid on the block, trying to make friends. Just, you know, that mindset, you know, the new kid, you know, I don't know anybody, trying to impress people, trying to act cool. Like I said, I moved to Southern Maryland. So at that time, 2015, 2016, being a light-skinned kid, curly hair, swag the fuck out, I was expected to kind of act a certain way, social pressure to be a certain way. I kind of fell into those social pressures, I'm not gonna lie, as a kid. Social media kind of took my brain by storm, you know, influenced by culture, hip-hop, rap, this, that, and the third. So I always had like this want to smoke weed. I don't know why. I really don't know why, from fucking early ass age. So like I said, fast forward all the way to 6th grade, I'm a new kid at this new school with, you know, intentions to impress people, and we're all in middle school now. So, you know, I meet this kid on the bus. We'll call him Craig. And he has an older brother, and his older brother is like, he's a senior, and he's like the biggest pothead. He's the biggest fucking weed smoker of our school, because the high school was literally right next to the middle school. So we all rode the same bus. We all interacted with each other. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the high school kids would come over to the middle school, talk to the teachers that they used to be taught by, like fuck with the students and shit like that. So it was really close knit in that sense. So we're riding the bus, you know, the school year is going by. I'm making friends, you know, I'm acting a fool, doing crazy shit, you know, all our whole friend group, we're talking about how we can find weed, do this, that, and the third. And the whole time, Craig's brother is like the biggest stoner. So fast forward, and we get towards like the end of the year. It's actually, no, it's like mid-year. It's fucking December time. It's cold as fuck outside. I remember this, bro, because when we did end up smoking, I was fucking freezing. So Craig's brother, we'll call him Derek. I asked Craig, I'm like, yo, so your brother, he comes on the bus smelling like weed every day. Like, what's up with that? And he was like, yeah, bro, my brother he smokes a fat ass joint before school. He fucking gets home. He smokes a fat ass joint after school. He rolls a blunt at night. He has a bong. He has this, he has that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm over here like eyes wide as hell. I'm like, yo, little 6th grader fucking so hyped about getting weed and shit. And so yeah, I asked him, I'm like, yo, so if I give your brother some money, like, do you think that he could give me some weed? Because, bro, I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, if I come back with some weed to our friend group, like, I'm gonna be that nigga. Like, I'm gonna be that boy. I'm gonna be the first person bringing pack. I'm gonna be the dude with the plug. Like, what? So bam. So I asked him, I'm like, yeah, so bro, you think your brother was selling me some gas? And like, we're all still at that age where it's like, oh, we're scared a little bit, but it's like, we're just waiting for one person to be like, fuck it. And I was going to be that one person type shit. And so at the time, I didn't even know, but Craig has already smoked weed. And he's telling me, he's like, yeah, bro, I smoke with my brother here and there. He doesn't like me smoking with him too much, but I definitely smoke with him. And his brother's a senior, and he's in 6th grade. So I'm like, at the time, I'm not really putting 2 and 2 together, but that's fucked up, Derek. You fucking smoking with your brother in 6th grade, gang. So yeah, the next day I get on the school bus. You know, we do our whole day of school. You know, we're hanging out. I'm talking to Craig. I don't even bring up the question that I asked him because, like I said, I just threw it out there just to, you know, see what happens. So a couple days go by, and then Craig comes back. I talked to my brother. I asked him, you know, how much it would be. He said, if you gave him $20, he'd give you a gram of weed. And now this weed that he had, it definitely wasn't worth $20 for a gram. He probably made a good $10 off of me. And it's $10. I'm in 6th grade. You know, fucking, you could have sold me a gram for $20 or for $35, and I wouldn't even have known the fucking price of weed. So I'm like, bet, say less. I got $20, and at the time, $20 is like it's a big thing to a fucking 6th grader. You don't have money, you know what I mean? You're You're a 6th grader. Fucking $20 is your Xbox money. It's your new Call of Duty skin money. You know what I mean? So boom, I give Craig the money. It's time. You know what I mean? I give him the damn money. And my heart's fucking racing. I get my damn 20. I go to the school bus. I sit next. I give him the dub, and then, you know, he goes, we're talking about it the whole damn bus ride to school, basically, like, oh shit, we're about to get weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're gonna go to my other friend's house. We'll call him Tegan. We'll go to Tegan's house and we're gonna smoke. Okay, bet. Give him my money. He gives his brother my money. And then boom, a day goes by, nothing. 2 days go by, nothing. 3 days go by, nothing, bruh. Then a week goes by, nothing. I'm like, okay, I just got robbed for $20, bruh. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not a hard ass, bro. You feel me? I'm not no hard ass motherfucker, bro. I'm like I said, I'm some new kid, bro. So this dude's a senior. Craig, his older brother used to be a dick to him in front of my face, like fucking just do dickheaded shit, like fucking push him around, fucking call him names and shit. So I'm not mad at Craig. I'm like, okay, so his brother just fucked both of us over. Like, we're 2 6th graders. Like, you know, I'm his little brother's friend. You know, he's probably off telling his senior, but like, I just fucked her, like, whatever. But no bullshit. I will say this. So he didn't completely fuck me over. Like I said, a good week goes by, and then Craig, he asked me, he's like, yo, you want to come to my house after school? So I'm like, bet. Yeah, I do. I text my mom real quick while I'm at school. I'm like, yo, can I ride the bus home to Craig's crib? Like, can you let the school know that I'm gonna ride the bus home to Craig's crib type shit, because he wants me to come over after school. Like I said at the beginning of the story, Craig lives in the same neighborhood as me, so it's not that big of a deal if like I ride the bus home from school with them type shit. So my mom texts me back. She's like, no, you can't ride the bus home with Craig. You have to fucking come home, do all these chores, this, that, and third. But then after that's all done, you can go to Craig's house. You can go walk over to Craig's house. So I'm like, fuck it, bet. I go home, finish the chores real quick. I tell Craig I'm done, and I tell him I'm headed over. So I walk over to Craig's crib. We're fucking around. We go to the pier. We go hang out with some girls that were in the neighborhood. We head back to Craig's crib, and it's like getting like late at night. It's starting to get a little chilly. Fucking wind's blowing. And we're like, fuck it, we're going back inside, bro. There ain't shit for us to do out here no more. Our little 6th grader asses. So we head back inside. We're chilling inside of Craig's room, just playing Xbox, doing whatever the fuck we're doing, talking. And then we hear a car pull back up, and this car is fucking Derek. It's his brother. And the first thing that popped in my head when I heard the car pull up was like, fuck, I gave this dude $20. Like, you know what I mean? You should see if he can give me my weed now. And he's like, I'll ask him in a little bit. Cause we didn't want to like bombard him as soon as he got home. Cause like I said, bro, we're little 6th graders. He's a fucking senior. He's damn near a grown ass man. He's not trying to hear anything that we have to say type shit. His brother gets home. We let like a good hour go by. And then, so Craig tells me after like a good hour goes by, he's like, okay, I'll go ask him now. You know, shit's chilled out. We're not bombarding him. We're not like, as soon as, you know what I mean? We're not asking him as soon as he gets back. So he leaves the room, and then he comes back a good 5 minutes later. He sits down and he's like, look, I got some good news, bro. He said he doesn't have enough weed to give you the gram. And like I said, I'm in 6th grade, so I don't give a fuck. So he says he doesn't have enough weed to give you the gram, but he has a fat ass blunt that we can all smoke. And this is my first time even like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it, bet. I'm just trying to get fried. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to, it sounds so fucking terrible now looking back on this, telling the story. But like I said, I keep it real with you guys. You know, I'm not here for any of this YouTube fabrication shit. This is just real me to real you. But yeah, so he's like, we got a big ass blunt we can smoke. And he said, just wait a little bit, wait till my mom goes to sleep, and he said we can come outside with him. I'm like, bet. So me and Craig are fucking lit low key, because Craig he rarely ever gets to smoke with his brother. So the times that he does get to smoke is like, it's lit. So we're happy as fuck. A good 2 hours go by, 3 hours go by. It's like probably 9, 10 o'clock now. Parents are fucking asleep. Like, he has like some older parents. His parents are sleeping. And then Derek, he comes to our room, knocks on the door, you know, it's time type shit. So we follow him thoroughly through the house, avoiding fucking, you know, stepping in the spots that he's stepping in, avoiding all the cracks and shit. And we finally get to the sliding glass door, like, that leads us outside of the house. We open it up, and then we walk out. So once we walk out, like, his house is positioned to where, like, it's a house and a big ass yard, but there's houses kind of next to us, like, in a sense. So when you go outside, you see a big ass trampoline, you know, there's like a wood line. So the sliding glass door, it leads to a deck. So once we're on the deck, we walk down the deck to his backyard, and we go to the trampoline that's like towards like the middle of his backyard. And his brother pulls out the blunt. We're fucking excited as shit. His brother pulls out the blunt, pulls out the lighter, sparks it, hits it a couple times. And dude, I'm excited as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, like what's about to happen? And the whole time they're smoking it, I'm looking at them. I'm like surveying these motherfuckers, making sure they're not bugging out. Like, you know, making sure that, I don't know, dude, making sure that everything is okay. This is the first time he's smoking weed. So blunt gets, and he hits it a couple times. And then it gets to me. And then as soon as they hand it to me, they ask me, have you smoked weed before? And whole time I'm telling motherfuckers, I'm telling my boy Tegan, I'm telling Craig, I'm telling all my little friends that I made at the school. Yeah, bro, I smoked weed at the school I was at before with my cousins, you know, this, that, and just trying to sound cool, bro. Like I said, new kid on the block. I'm trying to impress people. I'm a little ass fucking 6th grader, bro. Like I don't know shit. And at the time, I didn't know shit, you know what I mean? They ask me as soon as it gets in my hand, have you smoked? I look at them. Yeah, bro, I smoked weed, you know. Last time I smoked weed was like, you know, last year, summertime, you know, my cousins, we smoked a joint. They both look at each other. They look at me. They're like, okay, hit this real quick. So I hit it. As soon as I hit this bitch, because I see how they're smoking it. Like, and I'm like trying to mimic exactly what they're doing. So I hit it. I breathe in really like deep as fuck, hold it in for like a couple seconds, and then I just start dying. Oh, they're like, shh. Because like I said, we're like in the backyard. There's open air. So if I'm coughing and shit, their parents hear it, look out the window. The first thing that they're seeing is us. So I'm coughing. They're like, bro, stop. So I stop coughing. You know what I mean? I hand the blunt to Derek. The rotation keeps going around. Each time it gets to me, I'm fucking coughing a lung up. I remember past like the 3rd rotation it got to me, I just like kind of stopped. I was like, bro, this shit is hurting my throat. The blunt gets down to like a roach, you know what I'm saying? It keeps on getting passed around, and my throat is just like on fire. I'm not even high or anything. I don't feel the effects of weed. They look stoned, like they're acting high, you know what I mean? But I'm not feeling anything. I just feel sober. So, and mind you, like I said at the beginning of the story, it's kind of cold outside. So we got jackets, we got sweatpants on, you know what I mean? We're kind of huddled up smoking this blunt together. Yeah, so we finish the joint and we start walking back inside, and this is where the story gets like a little bit crazy. So we start walking back inside, and you know, we do the whole thorough walkthrough of the house. We follow his brother back to the room, avoiding all the cracks and shit. And we get back to Craig's room. His brother goes to his room, and me and Craig are just chilling. Craig turns on the Xbox. I plop down on this big ass beanbag he had inside of his room. So the way that Craig's room was positioned, he had his bed right here. He had a beanbag chair in front of his bed, and then in front of all that was like the TV and everything. He had an Xbox and shit. So I'm sitting on the beanbag chair. Craig plops on the bed. I plop on the beanbag chair. And as soon as I plop on the beanbag chair and Craig turns on the Xbox, bro, like the whole vibe changed. Like I said, outside it was fucking chilly as fuck. You know what I mean? We have on all this extra fucking gear. We got on sweatshirts, sweaters. As soon as we get inside, we take all that shit off. You know what I mean? And boom, sit down. And it's like, I get this overwhelming sensation of just like, no bullshit. It's like what a heroin addict like explains like on camera. It's like just this rush of warmth. And it's not like warmth, like warm air is hitting you. It's like warmth from like the inside. And it started from like my knees, and it went down to my toes, and then it went all the way up my body to like my fingertips, all the way up to my head. And it was just like I had this warm blanket, like this warm blanketed feeling over me. And it just was like, it was weird. And I was like, holy shit, am I high? And then like I kind of was looking around, you know what I mean? I definitely was feeling some of the fucking effects of the weed. Like, bro, Craig, he had all these lights, LED lights kind of like attached to his bed. They were like pulsating and shit. And I'm just sitting there looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, definitely now that I smoke weed, I was high as a fucking bitch. I definitely was stoned as fuck. So we're playing Xbox and shit, just having a good ass night. Yeah, so once the warmth started like going all over my body, the next thing that kicked in were the giggles. So the giggles start kicking, and I'm just laughing my ass off about nothing, just thinking and laughing. And this is like golden age of Vine. So we're on Vine, we're on Snapchat, we're on fucking Uvu, just doing bullshit, high as fuck. Like I'm just geeking at everything. Anything that pops up on the screen, I'm geeking at. Anything that Craig does, I'm geeking at. Man, yeah, now that I look back on it, because I smoke weed regularly now, I was fucking fried. But it was weird because like the first 25 minutes when we were all smoking, I didn't feel shit until we got back in the house and I like sat down. That's when like all the effects hit me at once like a fucking train. So yeah, and that was basically our night, you know what I mean? We played video games, you know, we went out to the kitchen, we got fucking food, big ass bowls of cereal, ice cream, whatever the fuck, ate that shit, came back into the room, played more Xbox, and then just passed out. Yeah, and I remember the next day I woke up, like, honestly, I thought I was gonna have like a hangover or some shit, because like I didn't know how weed was gonna affect me. I woke up, I felt fine, bro. I just felt like I had like the best fucking sleep in my life. I felt like, I don't know, it felt good as fuck. I felt like my joints were like refreshed, bro, because at the time I was playing football and shit. I don't know. And that kind of like started the path of me to smoking weed. And then, yeah, there's a whole bunch of more story times that involve weed and just crazy ass shit, just like way more crazy shit than this. But this was just a little intro to story time, you know what I mean? I just kind of wanted to get it started. As you guys know, this is Questionable Reality. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. We're gonna be posting hella content this summer. We're gonna be posting hella content this year, this next year, forever. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Until next story time, peace.